the Flying Kitty from the Flying Couple. Welcome back to our channel. Today we have a very special video. I'm finally going for work and it is to Jakarta. It is a turnaround flight, and if you do not know what's a turnaround flight, it is basically a flight for us to fly to a place and then we stay there for a while. We picked up some passenger and then we'll come back home on the very same day. I'm very excited for my flight, and I haven't been working for 2 months, so this is my recency flight, and I have to go for my recency flight for me to continue working. But I have a very big problem because my hair is growing way too long. The last day I had a flight that was 2 months ago. It was to Kuala Lumpur, and I had a little bit of problem tying my hair. It's taking me a little bit too long for my comfort to tie a French twist for work, and I like to tie my hair as fast as possible because it is the most hated process of a flight preparation for me, and I just really don't like tying my hair. It's not impossible to tie your hair with a very long hair, but it's just very time consuming, and I just don't like it. I haven't been flying for a very long time actually. Before Covid-19 hits, I was actually hospitalized, so I haven't been flying for 3 months before Covid-19, and then 1 month later I started flying and Covid-19 hits. So now I'm around 2 to 3 months of non-flying, so that's a total of 6 months. So my skills for my French twist is a little rusty, so I don't even know if I could do a nice job on the day of my flight. So if you read the title of this video, you probably know what's gonna happen later, but stay with me, it's gonna be a fun one. So let's go! So as you can tell from the video, I made the decision for my husband to cut my hair because I have no choice since we are in the midst of a circuit breaker and no barbershop is open before my flight. And if you know me well enough, even if the barbershop is opened, I wouldn't have gone for it at this point of time because I want to save more money for the both of us. So I guess I have no choice but to get my husband to cut my hair. It is a big thing for me because I've never had anyone who had no experience with cutting hair, touching my hair. So just a background of my haircut journey my whole life. I cut my hair once or twice a year because I like it long, and I only start having the urge to cut my hair because it is getting too long to tie it up nicely, or if I'm dropping too much hair. So I started my hair cutting journey with salons above $50, even though most of the time I'm just there to trim my hair or fringe. And then it went down to $30 because I was looking for ways to cut costs. And just before COVID-19 pandemic, my husband has opened my eyes to the $10 barbershop you see everywhere in Singapore. So my haircut cost me around $10 to $20 now. I'm not sure if you could tell, I'm actually quite nervous with my haircut. I'm not sure how it will turn out, although I know it's just a trim and it's nothing much. Before I edit this video, I have actually never seen how it looks like, and I actually just realized that my husband didn't really cut that much of my hair after all. But I tried tying a twist, and I think it seems pretty okay. So hopefully I'll be able to tie my twists soon. Hi! So today is the day of my flight, and I will be doing a walk you through on how I tie my hair. So the most important thing is to first take out any accessories on your hand that could possibly hook onto your hair when you try tying a twist. So I usually remove all my rings before I start. You will need 3 very simple things to start your French twist journey. First, you need a tail comb and then a couple of U-pins. I usually use U-pins of various lengths, mostly around 4 cm and 3 cm. And lastly, you need a hairspray. My favorite hairspray is actually from Tresemme. I buy it from Australia, and it could easily last me for more than a year, and it would cost me I think around $5 or so. I usually get it the one with the holding ability of 4 and is the one here, but in this video I'll be using the one from Swakoff. I like this too, and I have a couple of them on standby in case I run out of the Tresemme one. So this hairspray could be easily found in any Frankfurt pharmacy. I think I got it for a couple of dollars. It's not expensive, and it also has a great holding power. So far I haven't found any hairsprays in Singapore that I really liked, so I've been sticking with this hairspray for around 4 years now. Okay, so let's begin tying our French twist. To start tying your French twist, you need to create a long ponytail at the middle of your head. Comb it neatly and make sure that your hair are all smoothed out nicely. I don't prefer to tie it, but I know of people who tie it before they tie their French twist. Also, I don't usually see the need to comb the lower end of my hair because it's gonna be hidden in the French twist anyway, so okay. Third, I use an index finger of my right hand. I'm a right-hander, and I put it underneath my ponytail, and I twirl it around my index finger. I learned from my friend to bend down so that gravity could help while I push my hair upwards. I don't think you can see what I'm doing right now, but I tied my hair a second time because I wasn't too happy with how it looks, so you can see it again later. Remember to use your other hand to push up your hair while the right hand is twisting it. So as you can see, you have to smoothen out the side with a comb, and use a U-pin to pin the top of the twist at the crown of your hair. If you are not happy with the height of the hump, you can use a tail comb to pull it up a little before you comb it to smoothen it out. Okay, as I said, I wasn't too happy with my French twist, so I'm doing it all over again. Again, you create a ponytail around the middle part of your head. Comb your hair to make sure it's nice and smooth. Then you put your index finger under a ponytail and you twirl it. At the same time, you push the hair with your left hand to create the French twist effect. Now, you pin down the twist below the puffy hair you are holding with your right hand, and you make sure that you poke the pin perpendicularly to your scalp and you twist it down horizontally so it could nicely hold onto the twist and pin it down tightly. I usually like to pin around 2 to 4 pins at the crown depending on how secure I feel my twist is, and I usually use a longer pin. Next, you comb down your hair so that you could create a fringe, and you need to smoothen out the side of your hair with a comb. I have a small mirror usually to check the back of my hair to make sure that it is neat and tidy. And then you have to spray down any stray hair. Personally, I like to spray the hairspray on my hand before I apply it on my hair because I don't prefer for any hairspray to come in contact with my scalp. It is after all a chemical, and with prolonged use it could possibly clog my hair follicles and will cause hair drop. Okay, so it's done. The twist is already done, but my fringe, it's still not in place yet. I'm still spraying down the baby hair. As you can see from the video, that there's some baby hair around. And sometimes if I'm not happy with my hair, I would choose to retie it again for a third time, a fourth time, or even a fifth time. This is a pretty long process actually. Usually I'll take around 30 minutes to finish doing my hair. When I was ever called up for standby, last minute standby called up 1 hour before reporting, I think I completed my French twist in 10 minutes. So that was my fastest record if I'm not wrong. So just a background information, my hair is long, thin and very little. So just some information for you to take note. Maybe the way I twist my French twist would be more applicable to you if you have thin, long and little hair. I actually get a lot of people asking me how I can get such a high hump despite having thin and little hair. I don't think my hump is that high in this video, but just to explain how one can really achieve it. Number one, your hump gets higher when you have longer hair. And number two, your hump gets higher when you have a thicker hair. But if you have very long and very thick hair, it can get very difficult for you to secure your hair up at the crown. And I do have friends who experience that, and they would choose mostly to cut their hair shorter. And number three, you can get a higher hump by cheating, and that is to start tying your French twist from the middle part of your hair, like what I'm doing now. So once I'm done, I'll pin up my fringe. Usually I'm too lazy to create a fancy fringe, you know, those kind with a nice cap that you see. And I like my French twist to be done as soon as possible, so usually I'll just skip that part.
Hey, hello, why didn't you answer the call light? You need me to teach you how to, is it?
Sorry, Zap. I'll do it right now, so sorry.
Too late, I've already answered it.
Haha, just kidding. I just wanted to show you how my French twist looks after it's completely done. My entire makeup and hair is usually done in an hour, and I would have another 30 minutes to eat before flight and read up on any relevant information about the flight. So when we report to work, like any other business entity that is open right now, certain precautions have been set in place by our company on top of what had already been done long ago, which is to take our temperature to and fro our flight, and also to observe safe distancing. We also have to check in and check out whenever we enter the office for contact tracing. And it is also important for us to switch on our Bluetooth for the Trace Together application created by our government. Previously, it was only mandatory for us to wear goggles when we fly to China, but it is now mandatory for us to wear the goggles regardless of the location we fly to. So today, even though I'm heading to Jakarta, I still have to wear goggles, and this is the goggles. I think I look quite ridiculous in it, and because the goggles is concave at the side to protect my eyes, a lot of us find it very giddy walking around with it. But for everyone's safety, it is not something that we can nitpick about, so we will just have to deal with whatever discomfort we experience because everyone's health is more important right now. Anyway, just some flight information. The flight to Jakarta is around 1 hour and 25 minutes. We land in Jakarta when it was raining, while the flight coming back was an hour and 20 minutes. We didn't have much passenger on board. Going to Jakarta, we had 4 in economy and 11 in business class. And coming back from Jakarta, we only had 5 in economy and 0 in business class. So throughout the whole flight, we have minimum contact with our passenger, and we try to have a good safe distancing. Most of the passenger heading to Jakarta are the locals, and people who are heading back from Jakarta, they are also Indonesian locals. Yeah, we have very minimum passenger on board. We did not have the usual amenities that we have on board to prevent cross-contamination. When I left Singapore for Jakarta, the airport was really empty, and it is still very empty when I'm back. It is a very sad thing to see, and I'm only hoping that the situation will get better and air travel will return soon. Anyway, my husband is here to fetch me home, so goodbye for now. Oh, and if you like the video, please remember to click below to subscribe. See you next time.